This is the heartbreaking story of how violence, abuse of power, and police negligence allegedly led to the tragic death of a young Nigerian who should have been protected.
Particular video, I want it to go far and wide so that the world will know what is happening. Now, this person on my screen, his name is Bodmas Prince Kemepade. He's a very influential person in the Niger Delta region. When I mean influential, very, very influential. His influence covers Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, because he stays in Bayelsa and he has a temple in Bayelsa. His influence covers Port Harcourt, Bayelsa, and Delta State. He's very influential down to politics, money. He's so influential that if he overrides the police, he overrides the civil defense, and nobody talks to him because of his money and his influence. He also has a temple. As you can see, his temple is called Temple of Wonyi, his own cultural heritage. And he's also a member of the APC. Join the APC party membership so you know the kind of influence he has. He has influence in the police, he has influence in the military, he has influence with the civil defense. See evil like this, make I keep quiet. That means the blood of this boy where they involved could also cry on me. So I no go shut up. I will not shut up on this. Now what happened? There is a boy. His name is Patrick Peresode. Now, Patrick Peresode has a deity, his ancestral deity that he serves. Now, Bodmas Kemepade is a temple. He has his own deity that he serves, and he also has a temple. He has a lot of youths under him because his influence is so big. He has money, he has the connection. A lot of youths, they answer to him. Now, this Patrick is like a rebel. Patrick is saying that with the own influence that you have and the way you control the youth, especially in Bayelsa State, the Ijaw youth, why can't you empower the youth? He's always emphasizing on that. He went to the area with 2 cars and a lot of boys. He went to the area where Patrick Peresode lives. And then when he got to the area, he started asking around, who knows the house of Patrick? But people didn't want to talk. That was how we now went straight to this guy. The name of this guy is Onyintari Agusi. Onyintari is the chief priest of the area and he's also very close friends with Bodmas. So he went to go and meet his friend and say where that boy they live. That was how Onyintari now told his son, daddy's boy, to take Bodmas and the other boys to the house of Patrick Peresode. And when they got to the house of Patrick Peresode, they started beating him and told him to enter the car. Obviously, he started dragging with them. They were beating him. His younger brother came out and said, no, leave my brother alone. They started beating him as well. And they threw 2 of them inside the car and they drove off. When they speaks to them now, they are already torturing him. That since he thinks he's stubborn, that they are torturing him. So he told them that, please, just go home. Don't worry yourself. They will show him, they will teach him a lesson he will never forget. So that was how the mother and the sister left. Then God so kind, she got to the police station close behind sports complex. It's called Poor Father in Bayelsa State. When she got there, she made entry. She wrote her name. She said, this is the people she's looking for. She dropped her phone and then they now called their names. God so kind, they now answered. Patrick and his younger brother. They brought them out. Policemen were there. She now started asking the boy question with the Ijaw language. She asked him what happened, short bruises on his head and some funny injury. She now asked him what happened. The boy now said, well, it is because of the social media war that they have. They tied him, his hand to the back and they tied his leg. They now use rod. They now hit his waist. They were now hitting his waist. They now use some side of cutlass. They were now hitting him. That even his head that is open, they use plank to hit him. So he explained all of this. The sister now said, okay, how are you feeling? He said he's not feeling good. They now returned him back to the station. Now, the sister now started making inquiries on how to get him out. You know, police, they were now giving her sign of Omon Amonio. So she now went back to the area. People now told her that, see, that poor father, if you don't get money, you know if you release them. And they don't collect small money. Make sure say you owe plenty money before you feel release them. She now wants see money on the 17th. She don't see money on the 18th. She don't see money on the 19th. Somebody now gave her a loan of 100,000, but they still told her that this 100,000 naira will not be enough. Why she was still going everywhere to look for money on the 20th at about 3:45 p.m. The IPO of the case now called her and said, "Where are you?" She said she's not around. He said, "Come, anywhere you are, leave what you are doing, come and carry your brother." But when they carried the boy was not standing properly. He could not talk. He know if he talk again, he was just looking at them like Mumu. So he
Yes, no, body mass now.
He now gave up the ghost. On the 29th, the boy died.
This case is yet another painful reminder of the deep lawlessness and corruption plaguing Nigeria, especially within parts of the police force. How can a private citizen abduct and brutally beat another person over a social media disagreement, an issue that should have been handled legally, and then hand him over to the police without being questioned? Instead of arresting the aggressor for taking the law into his own hands, the police detained the victim and allegedly demanded bail money before allowing his family to take him for treatment. In a country where bail is supposed to be free, some police stations have become notorious for extortion. Even when it was clear that this young man's health was failing, he was still kept in custody. Only when his condition became critical did the police call his family to come and take him, this time without asking for bail. By then it was too late. Hospitals reportedly rejected him because of how severe and complicated his injuries were. He had suffered a fractured spinal cord from the beating. While his parents ran from place to place seeking help, their son died. This is not just a story of one violent individual. This is a story of a system that failed at every level. The man who carried out the assault must be held accountable, but the role of the police in this tragedy cannot be ignored. Their actions and inactions raise serious questions about complicity, negligence, and abuse of power. I am using this platform to call on the Nigerian police force and relevant authorities to launch a full, transparent investigation into this case. Everyone involved, including officers at the station and the DPO, must be questioned. If found guilty of misconduct or criminal negligence, they should face the full weight of the law. How long will ordinary Nigerians continue to suffer injustice at the hands of those meant to protect them? If it's not criminals, it's rogue officers. If it's not rogue officers, it's powerful individuals acting with impunity. Does this country belong only to a privileged few? Enough of jungle justice. Enough of abuse of power. Nigerian lives matter, and there must be accountability. Please share this video till it gets to the police head, and don't forget to follow me and subscribe to my YouTube channel.